Hello there, Kyle Katarn here. I just read the first chapter of Charles Soule's upcoming novel, The Light of the Jedi, which is the first book to be set in the brand newly unveiled era of the High Republic. When it comes to Star Wars authors, Charles Soule is definitely up there for me. Vader, Dark Lords of the Sith, Lando, Rise of Kylo Ren, excellent work on the Podameron series too. Yeah, the man knows how to make good Star Wars. Here's a couple of my thoughts. So the High Republic is flourishing, but it's not expansive. It seems to be very idealized, and the citizens that live within it are very appreciative of the lifestyle, but the Outer Rims are described as being on the very edges of known space, which means there hasn't been a whole lot of outward travel going on. There are hyperlanes to get there, but they're few and far between. It's very much a Wild West setting. Everything outside of the Mid-Rim is essentially lawless, wild space. During this time in the galaxy, the Jedi are at their peak, the peak of their power and influence, working in tandem with this High Republic to bring peace and order to the galaxy. They're not done yet. They've only really done the core worlds in the Mid-Rim. A lot of lawlessness still on the edges of wild space. But that's the setting. There's a brief mention of the Hutt Armada, so that kind of implies that there are other power structures out there in the galaxy. It's nice to know the Hutts have been doing their thing since way back when. So in this chapter, we meet Captain Hedda Cassett, who's taking her ship on a typical Blue Milk run through one of these rural hyperspace lanes, through the Outer Rim. It talks about her past. She used to fly with a Malastair Sullust Joint Task Force, which was given a celebrity couple name. It's called the Mullist JTF, which is kind of hilarious. So in this scene, Captain Cassett busts one of the kids on her ship for basically trying to look up porn on the HoloNet, which is also pretty hilarious. And then suddenly alarm bells start ringing and there's an object blocking the hyperspace lane. Her ship is old. Her ship is about 60 years old. It's not very responsive or good with maneuvering. She does her best to get out of the way, and she manages to avoid the collision. But the stress on the hull of doing so tears her ship apart. She tries to activate some force shields, get everyone into containment areas where they may be safe, and then the ship is destroyed and she dies. And that is where the chapter ends, very much up in the air with all these questions. What happened to the people on the ship? Why was something blocking the goddamn hyperspace lane? Sounds intentional to me. My guess is it's probably pirates preying on the hauling ships and cargo vessels that go through the hyperspace lanes through the mid and outer rims. Could also be the Nile. We know that there's an enemy, the Nile, out there doing weird, creepy stuff we don't exactly know yet. Will be revealed soon. It's a very intriguing start to a story, and I, for one, want to know what happens next. So I'm going to be buying this book and checking it out. You can stay tuned for my book review, but I recommend you read it yourself because it looks like it's going to be a good one. Charles Soule's novel, The Light of the Jedi, comes out January 5th, 2021. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out the rest of the channel for more content, reactions, and reviews. Leave me a comment if you have a question or something to say. If you want to support the channel, head over to patreon.com/KyleKatarnChannel. You'll get access to content polls, exclusive videos, full-length reactions, early access, all kinds of good stuff. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.